That was the pushing aspect of this video. What about the flanking? Hello everyone, my name is Jordan and welcome back to World of Spain Holiday Vacation. I'm still in Spain at this point. I'm talking to you via the magic of the interweb. Or I pre-recorded this, whatever you want to believe. Probably at this point I'm walking towards the beach to sit there for the next 4 to 5 hours. Because it's 12 o'clock. It should be 12 o'clock. At least this video should be released at 12 o'clock. YouTube, don't mess this up, man. I need you. Otherwise, I can just ask him for if it got released anyway. The World of Tanks. Yes, that's what we're here for. And this is MEMO 6 playing in his M46 pattern. 40 APCR shells. Get it off the bat. 40 APCR shells. He plays to win, plays to pin. M46 pattern doesn't have the best penetration on its AP. Unlike, you know, other tier 9 mediums such as the Centurion, the AMX-30, the Type 61. This 390 Alpha gun, the M46 cat, does not have high penetration. Very interesting. Just like the E50. E50 also has low penetration for a 390 Alpha gun. So some people play that with APCR to mimic the E50M gun that has 270 penalties APCR as standard. MEMO 6 is also running Kula because who needs credits anyway? They're overrated. You don't need to use credits in this game. Only gold. But what does surprise me about this loadout is he is using Cola, almost full APCR, but then uses a small medkit and a small repair kit. You'd almost think that he has enough credits to buy big repair kit and big medkit at this point. Who needs those 40,000 extra credits anyway? Well, things don't make sense sometimes, and we have to accept it in our lives. Or kill them. Kill our enemies. Yeah, so what do I want to talk about today? I don't know yet, because this is pre-recorded and or edited in Spain, and I don't have a good internet connection. I have no idea really how the Tankfest videos got accepted. I hope they are pretty good. I spent a lot of time making them. I had a lot of fun making them as well. It took me about 4 days to get the right music, the right edits going, and I just really had fun. It was the first kind of real life video I did, and I had a lot of fun like editing, like actually editing, making music, making the footage link up to the music, having cuts at specific moments during the music. And I didn't want to have any slow parts. I guess the slowest part in the Tankfest videos were the actual tanks driving around the arena, which is always fun to say. But the problem with that is you have, for example, jingles, you have... Not to be honest, I have no idea if other community contributors released them at this point, but you have like so much tank footage that is probably the slowest and most boring part of the video. The tanks itself, at least in my opinion, because that's the slowest part, but you can enjoy the sound of the tanks and the different kind of tanks driving around. So that's something that you hopefully enjoyed, I hope. And I had the best of fun sitting there in the press area because you get so close to the tanks, it's absolutely insane. And because there's no music, there's no one talking, there's no masses of other people around, you can really enjoy the sound of the tanks that they make. And the rumble, like... When the Challenger and the bridge layer drove by, the ground we were on was literally shaking because there is such a heavy engined vehicle driving by. The bridge layer is 80 tons. When that drove past, that is so loud, and it was so heavy that the ground we were on literally shook beneath my feet. It was so cool. Of course you get the same sensation when you're standing there with the whole audience part, but you're just not as close as I was, and I just really enjoyed it. There's those moments in your life that you just revert to being a little kid. I can't remember how long it was, like the 2.5 hours I was standing up there. I was just this 4-year-old little boy looking at tanks again, being amazed by how big and loud they are, and it's just... You know those moments when you're just there reverting to your little child self, enjoying the spectacle that you're seeing. Was it worth the delays and the travel time from London to... our campsite, basically Bovington, and then the travel back from Bovington to London, and then the flight back and then going home? Yes. Yes, it definitely was. I don't know from how far some people came. I've seen people from Chicago, Seattle, from I think Taiwan, Japan, just all over the world people go to Tankfest. I don't know how they arrive there, but it was just... that is how big Tankfest has become. If people from all over the world go there, not only to see the tanks in the museum, but also meet the community contributors. To meet Jingles, Rita, QB, Chocoflexes, everyone. It's just really, really awesome to see how big Tankfest has become. Okay, fair enough, I was there last year, and this year it was bigger, but not that much bigger. Hearing the stories from like 4 years ago about how calm it was and how little tanks were driving around the arena, compared to this year, the arena had almost no quiet moments. There was always something happening in the arena. If it was a tank pull challenge, the challengers driving around, the chieftains driving around, people being driven around in Dutch Leopards, which was pretty cool. There were Dutch Leopards there, which was really awesome to see actually, because I've never seen a Dutch Leopard, but now I have. In England. Ha! And there were Spitfires flying over the arena. I think on the Sunday there was also a Hawker something. I can't quite remember what it was or know what it was, but there were 2 different airplanes flying over. It was just so cool to see how big Tankfest actually is. And with a lot of tanks come a lot of problems. I think on the Saturday the T-3485 that was making his round around the arena broke down. It was spitting out a lot of smoke that after one round they were like, no, this is bad, pull it back into the calm area where we can inspect it. And that was, I think, the only problem on the Saturday. On the Sunday, there was a bigger problem. As soon as the Sherman started driving around the arena, Fury wasn't picking up speed. It just wasn't really driving. Halfway around the arena, I think it's noticeable in some of the tank footage that I recorded. You'll see Fury standing in the background next to the audience. They had problems with Fury. I think the engine was a bit... And when it finally drove back in its own small pace, it basically was broken down and it couldn't participate in the Tunisian 1943 Tiger capture reenactment, which was a bit sad, but there were enough other big fat showmen doing the big booms. But that wasn't the only problem on the Sunday. The Panzer III, the Tanks Museum very own Panzer III, broke down doing its rounds as well, so that one also didn't participate in the 1943 Tiger reenactment capture thing. If you see some footage of it from the Sunday, you will see that there is a Panzer III just standing in the background next to the audience doing nothing because it broke down so hard it couldn't drive anymore. And of course there was a prototype Mark IV tank from the First World War prototype. Replica is the word, replica, driving around the museum, and it was so awesome to see. I didn't get any footage of it because the moment that tank was being driven out of the arena, the Spitfire came flying over and everyone was like, oh, Spitfire, look at the plane, and no one was really paying attention to the Mark IV, and I thought the Mark IV driving past was so much more cooler because it was going so slow and it was so awesome to see that I don't know, there was too many people for me to record it, and I wasn't in the press area, so I couldn't really record it as well, so that's a bit sad. And with this high explosive shell, this video is already coming to an end. Not a long one because I didn't have a lot of time making this video because I'm in Spain, or before Spain. You still don't know and you won't know. But that is how you do 8k damage in an M46 pattern.